All right, with me today is Steve Horseman, and we guys, warning, this is going to be an uncomfortable video for some of you. What might be what we call high flame, but forget that you love her. The question is, do you even like her?
Hmm.
How
Yeah,
often do you see this, Steve?
see it all the time. It was in my own marriage as well. You asked me this the other day when we were talking, and we said, "Hey, let's talk about this deeper today." Um, the question, hell, forget that you love her. Do you even like her? It's a fresh way to talk about this idea that men are gripped about losing something they may not even want. And going even deeper in this conversation, I want to go into what the difference between liking her and loving her is. And have you even been properly liking her?
Yeah, because it comes down to, have they been showing her high regard? And again, we're not blaming the men if they haven't done a lot of the things they should have, if they've never been taught. That's one of the
Mhm.
things guys love to beat themselves up about. Well, I didn't know. I would have. Yeah, you didn't know, so you get a pass. But most of the women are good women, but they also didn't learn, and some of them have. They're not the same. They're not pleasant. They are there's a lot of contempt, criticism, and this is
Mhm.
their norm. And we talk to guys all the time. We're like, I just dread going back home. If it's so much a slap in the face compared to the guys who are, there's a disconnect and they're having some struggles, but they still get along with their wives. But there's
Mhm.
this group that they don't get along, and I think we see it's far more difficult to turn it around with these women.
Yeah, yeah. So if you're a guy who's is struggling right now, we like to characterize what kind of struggle is it? Is it just that you're feeling disconnected, that you're mostly respectful, mostly getting along? There's no super horribleness going on. It's just that you're scared of losing her, or is it the other thing? Has it become toxic? When we talk about, do you like her, right? Do you like who she's being right now? And if you don't, if she is being nasty and dismissive and disrespectful and staying out all night with the girls, right? And doing all this horrible stuff, the answer should be, no, I don't like her. I don't like this version of her. And you should make it very clear to her, no, I don't like this version of you. I love you. I love you. But loving you is different than liking you. And to like you, I think we need to be better people to each other. We need to be more respectful. We need to be more patient, more kind, more accepting. We need to be a little bit more proactive in the way we think about each other positively instead of trying to tear each other down. That's how I would like you better. And I think that's how you might like me better. So let's give that a shot, Cupcake. Let's give that a shot and forget the love thing for a moment. All right. That's
Yeah,
the difference between like and love.
high
What did you say
regard.
earlier? Do you love her because you married her 16 years ago?
Yeah, but you don't even like her. So the question I ask guys, how she is now, with from a physical standpoint, emotional, and her attitude and personality, would you date her now? And some of the guys, hell no.
Hell no, I wouldn't
Then,
date her.
but like you said, they're holding on to this. But I married her. I love her, and it is an unhealthy and dysfunctional relationship. Maybe you can lead her out of it, but some of them get set in these ways and there is no changing it.
Yeah, yeah.
And
If you had a dog for 16 years, it was a pretty good dog, but for 10 years it was a great dog. Last 6 years, it's been biting you every freaking day, drawing blood to some degrees or another. You're getting bitten every single day. Why you don't even like this dog anymore? It's something has happened. Now let's assume it's not something physiological or
right.
something mental or some brain disease that's going on. It's just that you have trained it over the last six years to treat you differently. You've been accepting this more aggressive behavior and you're not correcting it. You don't even know what it is to teach a dog how to live with you. And what if you've lost the recipe in teaching other people how to be with you? What if you've lost the recipe on being the kind of person that's great to live with, right? This is back on you again. What if you lost that recipe? So Dennis and I are saying, let go of this, but I love her crap. Let go, but I love her. It's such a crutch to say, but I love her and I don't want to break up the family, blah, blah, blah. It's easy to get caught up in a juvenile romantic sense of fear, as opposed to going, let's get back to liking each other. And I'm going to lead the way. I'm going to own this shit.
Do the work, and then you level up. And then from a point of clarity, it is amazing. The guy sometimes will be, I'm done. And it's not, I'm done with her. It's, I'm done. I deserve better than this. And there's still, you taught me, when I can let go with love and empathy and not frustration and anger, then you know you're ready to make that decision. And I have carried that ever since with the men when we talk about this, and getting them to see the other thing. The other question I find is really effective to get them to be honest about the situation, the relationship is, would you want your son to be in a relationship like this, or your daughter? And sometimes the look on their face is like, oh no, never.
Yeah.
What are you modeling for them? You're grooming them to accept this as the norm.
These are powerful questions. To the guy watching this video right now, if you're in the spot of, should I stay? Should I go? Should I lean into this or lean away? Call Coach Dennis. Call Coach Dennis and have this conversation. Let him ask you these hard, powerful questions, and then get into it. If you have a decision to make, the first thing you have to do is ask for help. And the first thing you have to do is get clear. I would highly advise you get Dennis to help you with that.
Well, thank you. Yeah, the reality is what we help men is find their happiness, find their purpose, regardless of the outcome. And that's what I love, is I end up staying in touch with the majority of these men long term, and they are amazingly happy. Thank you for that, Steve. Guys, reach out, manoflegacy.org. You could shoot me a PM here if you're watching this on whether it's on Facebook or YouTube or Mentoring Men, just or Good Guys Great Men, just hit the PM button, and I'll be happy to talk with you.
See you guys. Thanks for watching.